Welcome back. We're on Learning Unit 6-2. Let's take a look at number 1. We are solving for the portion. It's 38% of 900. So we're simply going to take the base 900 times the rate turned into a decimal. 38% changed to a decimal is 0.38. 900 times 0.38 is 342. So our portion is 342. Let's look at number 2. We're looking for 60% of 9,000. Again, we are solving for portion. So we take the base times the rate. 9,000 base times the 0.60 rate, which is 60% turned into a decimal. So 9,000 times 0.6 is 5,400. So our portion is 5,400. Number 3, we're going to solve for the rate and round to the nearest 10th percent as needed. So the question is 430 is what percent of 5,000? Solving for the rate, we take portion and divide by the base. Our portion was 430. We divide by the base of 5,000. We get 0.086, which is 8.6%. So our rate is 8.6%. Number 4, 200 is what percent of 700? Again, we're solving for the rate. We take portion 200 divided by the base of 700. That equals 0.2857. Again, we're looking to the 10th percent. So we change that into a percent of 28.57. Rounded to the 10th percent is 28.6% for our rate. Number 5, we're going to solve for the base. Again, we're going to round to the nearest tenth as needed. So 55 is 40% of what? So we are solving for the base. We take our portion of 55, we divide it by the rate of 0.40, and we get 137.5 for our base. Number 6, 900 is 4.5% of what number? So again, we're solving for the base. We take our portion of 900, we divide it by our rate. We turned our percent into a decimal, which is 0.045, and we end up with a base of 20,000. Let's look at number 7. So we're trying to find the rate. Rate is portion divided by base. We know that 5 out of 25 students earned an A, which means the difference, or 25 minus 5, which is 20 students, did not earn an A. So for the rate, we take 20 divided by the base of 25 equals 80%. Number 8, we've got Abby Burnett has yet to receive 60% of her lobster order. Abby received 80 lobsters to date. What was her original order? So we're trying to figure out what is that base. So again, we're using portion divided by rate. She's received 80% or 80 lobsters, so we've got 80 lobsters divided by 40% shows that she has a base of 200 lobsters that she's waiting for. Number 9, assume in 2013 Dunkin' Donuts Company had $300,000 in donut sales. In 2014, sales were up 40%. What are Dunkin' Donuts sales for 2014? So we're solving for the portion again. We have base times rate. Make note that we're up 40%. Because sales were up 40%, we have to add that 40% to 100%, which is the base. So the base of 100% plus the 40% increase. So our portion is going to be $300,000, which is our base, times 1.4. That rate is going to show that the new sales is $420,000. Note that reflects that 100% plus the 40% increase. Number 10, the price of an Apple computer dropped from $1,600 to $1,200. What was the percent of decrease? So again, we're going to be looking for what that rate is. So we take the portion, divide by the base. Our portion is $400 because that's the difference between the $1,600 and the $1,200. So we have a decrease of $400. Divide that by the original number, the base of $1,600, and we get a 25% decrease. Number 11, in 1982, a ticket to the Boston Celtics cost $14. In 2013, a ticket cost $50. What is the percent increase to the nearest 100th percent? So we're looking at what that increase is going to be. So we take the portion divided by base, and we have that $36 divided by 14, and we get that $36 because we take the $50 from the new price, subtract out the $14 from the old price, which leaves us with that $36. So if you'll notice, we end up with a rate that's over 100%. In fact, it's 257.14%. Again, that's because the portion is greater than the base, therefore the rate is going to have to be greater than 100%.